Hey, John here. So I get this vacuum flow 460 there. It's about, I guess, 20 years old. It's finally kicked the bucket. So I got this new EVO, and it's supposed to be a better unit. And when you buy it, it says, oh yeah, direct, you can use existing pipes. Well, that's not exactly true. So this one has, like I said, the motor's on the top here, but the exhaust is over here on the right, and the intake was on the left, right? So, and the pipes were actually different. Here, let me show you. So the original piping came out, from the floor. I'm in the basement now, from the floor, and went, through this hole, and it went out that way beyond that light. But there's an addition to the house over there, so it was moved, and it goes this way, and that's just PVC pipe, to inch and a half PVC pipe, and like I said, it came down, plugged into the intake, and then the exhaust was out this way, and it's up there with that little. Just to block it for outdoors. So we're gonna have to change stuff because this is the new unit. It's smaller, and it has, well, doesn't matter what it has. So this top piece is now the intake, and the exhaust is over here. Everything's reversed. So even though this was the intake, it's going to be on this side, so we're going to have to switch everything around. And like I said, this is an inch and a half. I'm going to make things 2-inch. But the first order of business was putting this bracket on, which just went right where that tapping screws into the cement. And then we can hang this on there, and we'll start from, I guess we'll start from over this side here. I got to take down this old piping, and then we'll get to business here, and I'll just kind of show you as I go what I'm doing. And maybe I'll help somebody out if they got this similar situation. Again, the vacuum pipe, it would be nice to have a bunch of vacuum pipe and use that, but I'm going to use PVC like it was here. But I'm not going to go from, that's 2-inch vacuum pipe to inch and a half PVC. I'm going to go from the 2-inch vacuum pipe to 2-inch PVC, so it's not going to be reduced, and because that's what those fellows over here are 2-inch inlet and 2-inch exhaust. And you can buy a kit for this unit for just the exhaust and the inlet, but it's not going to tackle all your other pipes. Provided you had a 2-inch pipe, the vacuum pipe over here, then you could probably just get away with getting the kit for it. But again, everything's reversed. My exhaust came down this side and plugged into the old unit over here, and the intake plugged in over here. This is, like I said, this is the exhaust, and that up top is the intake. So got a little bit of work. A couple things to note. So that bracket was at first, when I put it against the canister, was kind of like up against the wall. It was tilted, so I ended up taking the top bracket, bending it up a little bit, and these side brackets, bending them in a little bit to help support it. It's just kind of like sitting on you see what I'm saying? It's just sitting on that clamp. So now that's pretty straight there. So I put the, you're going to have a next to an outlet. So I just stapled it there, and then the other side is going to be where your wires go into, your door. There's some old wire there. And on this side, of course, I took the pipe down already, and I'm going to use that pipe just for measurement over there, because we're going to run it about the same length. So now that's the vacuum pipe coming off of there, and it is very thin walled, and it is very brittle. This is, I don't know, 20, 30 years old, who knows. But this wire is what I'm going to ultimately attach. I just got some 2-wire here, and I'm going to hang the pipe with just some, basically, strap this stuff here, because I was looking at where I got a bunch of shit at Home Depot. Just bought a bunch of fittings. Don't know what I need yet, but all kinds of different fittings. I'll bring back whatever I don't need. And I couldn't find 2-inch. These are for like electric conduits. These are for 1.5 inches. They didn't have the 2-inch ones. They did have some kind of hanger deal, plastic hanger deals. They were on $1 a piece. I was going to get them, but I remembered I had some of the strapping, so that's what I'm going to use, because I got wood, I can screw into that. So this piece here was a little bit up there, and I cut a little piece off because I thought, and this is a little bit of 2-inch pipe that I had laying around. I thought, oh, is this going to fit in there? Would that be nice or what? So I just, I kind of just like, it's almost there, and I forced it a little bit, and it cracked it. So like I said, it's brittle. So be careful with this stuff. It won't fit in, well, it fits in there now, but it won't fit in over that. So what I'm going to end up doing is to merge this vacuum pipe with a 2-inch PVC pipe, because that's a 2-inch vacuum pipe. Obviously the inner and outer diameter is different than a PVC pipe, but here's what I come up with to get them two together. This piece here will fit over this. I know it will, because it came off of, yeah, there's another one. This is 1.5 inches, and that was fit onto, this is a piece of the old pipe. So I know that'll fit on to the existing 1.5 inch rubber fitting will fit over this. And then this is 2 inches to 1.5 inches. So this will fit over, you know, your pipe like this, and then it'll, the original vacuum pipe. So it'll kind of go like, plug in like that. So that's how I'm going to merge that end, and probably do something similar with the other end. Anyways, let me put some stuff together. I think what I'm going to do is I want to have sweeping. I don't want to have like a 90 coming down and a 90 going over and a 90 going up, you know, that way. It's just too many, you know, places where the debris can get jammed up. So I'm going to have, I'm going to sweep it as you know, gradual as I can. I don't know if that's going to be a 60 or 45 or whatever, and then sweep it this way, just so, you know, there's not hard bends. And like I said, I bought a bunch of different, there's some 45s, some long 90s, I got some 60s in there, some 45s, you know, I have to find them all. That might be a 45, and I think there was a 22 in there. I don't know. We'll build something, and like I said, bring back everything we don't use. It's my step one, so everybody's gonna have different problems, you know, trying to, you know, whatever your situation was. So I'm just gonna take pictures as I go, just you know, step one, step two, and just kind of like, other than trying to explain anything, because like I said, everybody's gonna have a different situation. I'm just throwing out some ideas what you could possibly do, and that is a 1.5 inch to 2 inch. It's a little bit of snug fit going on there, so like I said, be careful of the brittle pipe. What I ended up doing is taking a little bit of like tire foam, you know, something slippery. I just sprayed it on there, and then you can easily get it on then. When everything was dry, I was like a little bit nervous to, like I said, crack that pipe. You don't want to crack this pipe. It is so thin and so brittle. I mean, look at that. Yeah, so just be careful. I think the best thing is, before we get follow it one way, I'm going to do the top of this piece. Here's what I came up with. So this is a piece of vacuum hose, right? Just cut it off of the old stuff. That's that thin-walled stuff, and that's going to fit into this 1.5 to 2 inch, right? So you get that part, and this will actually fit into the old vacuum pipe, fits into here, right? You can glue it, I guess. I wouldn't glue it, because if I have to get this apart, I don't want to glue it. It is a little bit of a tight fit. I just had it in there. But that's the old pipe, right? Fits into the intake, right? I'm going to use what the old vacuum had. This is actually going to go around here. You're going to have to find a way to, like I said, you can glue that, I guess, but, and then these clamps will, you know, I got to loosen them up, but we'll go around that, and then obviously this will go not only into this rubber piece, but it also, that pipe just fits it. You just saw it fits into that piece. So if you don't have this rubber piece, it wouldn't be a big deal. What I would do if I didn't have this, fit this in here, right? And then just use some, that is a tight fit, there we go. I'm not gonna force it down yet. Use some Gorilla tape. It's a tight fit anyways. You probably don't need any tape at all, or anything at all, but you know, once that's seated, then I would just use some Gorilla tape around that, but because I have this rubber thing, I might as well just use that instead of throwing it away. So that's this side, right? I don't know how far it's gonna go down to where it seats. I guess there's an inner collar in there. Then now I got my 2 inch pipe, and I have to be a little bit weary. See, this is the exhaust pipe right up here. It's kind of almost in line, so I'm gonna have to come in with my piping this way, and you know, we'll do this will sit down a little more. We'll do a 22 probably off of here, or maybe a long 90. I'll probably do a long 90, get the right piece, and that'll be mounted to this, and then we'll connect it to the other side. Let me just keep going and figure out how we're going to do this, because then this is the exhaust. I'm going to have to sneak this up, you know, because this will be at an angle here. I'm going to have to sneak this up behind here and plug in there. It's going to be a little bit close, but it's doable. Plus I can cut that back a little bit, you know, because I'm just going to use, this is actually an 1.5-inch pipe going outdoors. That was the part of the old 1.5-inch stuff. But I'm going to go 2-inch into the 1.5-inch, and I'll probably cut that back a little further just so most of it, you know, anyways, you'll see what happens. All right, here's what I come up with the intake. So again, we got the 1.5 inch to the original vacuum, which is a 2-inch pipe, but the 1.5 inch, because of the IDOD is different on PVC and the vacuum stuff. So that worked out good. That's all tight. Little section there. And I did a 45 coming down. I wanted to sweep this as gradually as I could. A 45 coming down, a little bit of piece there. This is a 60-degree turn here, right? And then we just follow it down to this junction, which is a 22.5, right? And then it bends again, and then goes into the intake, and that's the part we made. I still have to put that rubber piece on. Everything's just dry fit right now, but I got everything labeled so our numbers correspond, and then we'll just go, you know, take when I'm gluing everything together so I know where it's at. So that'll work. I almost want to fire this up, see if it works, you know, without any glue, but I'm just gonna glue it anyways. And again, that's just the intake. We still have to do the wire. I'm gonna, you know, obviously I need to do the hangers, and you know, I cut a bunch of these out, and that's what I'm gonna do for hangers. Okay, and then there's one there just holding it. But I'll do all the hangers later once I get everything glued up, and then we'll get to the exhaust. The exhaust is got to come out here, and I don't think it matters, you know, as far as a big sweeper, but we'll sweep it out to here and go up over there, and then you know, kind of bend it over that way and plug it in to go outdoors. So instead of so I cut the exhaust. That was an 1.5 inch pipe. You can see outdoors there. So I cut that back a little bit so we can have a 2-inch. It's an 1.5 inch to 2 inch. So we'll do a 2-inch pipe coming out this way. And the good news is, once we pipe it down, I don't need an adapter for this. This is plastic. This is a 2-inch pipe. It literally is a perfect fit, right? And we'll glue that on. You know, there's no way to clamp this, so we'll have to glue that on, and we'll leave, you know, if you have to get this thing off in the future, you can always cut it here, right, and add a coupler if you need to do some moves on, you know, whatever you need to do. I'm just saying, as opposed to using the rubber couplings like we had to use, you know, some old, I don't know where it is, but the old piping, you know, and I've got everything rubber, you know, coated, the reducers, and everything's clamped. We're good to go here. Let me just finish this up, do the wiring, fire this pig up. All right, so what I elected to do, so everything's glued in place, except for this joint here. It slips over. It's a pretty tight fit. It doesn't move, obviously, but I elected to just run some nice tape around it, electrical tape. I was going to use some Gorilla tape, but it's a little bit too thick, the stuff I got. This electrical tape, you know, just general electrical tape. But because it was such a tight fit onto that sleeve, like I said, you can't even move this. The whole unit moves. So I'm okay with that, because I haven't even lit this thing up yet. You know, I don't even know if this thing is literally working. So I need to be able to, you know, take things apart. I did go up there. Everything's glued in. Again, there's a little bit of space there, right? That's the way it has to be in you know, my application. But anyways, let me get to the wiring. We got about 10 minutes left here. I'm gonna plug this thing in, and actually we could plug it in now. See if we get a boom. Where's that? There was an indicator light somewhere. Yep. All right. So now, well, I guess I could unplug it. We're just gonna run the wire. I'll run her along the tube here, and then we'll plug it in the spots there and see if this thing works. All right, so we got everything wired up, and the wife took it for a test run and put the wire on, and it doesn't matter. You know, I don't think the polarity matters in terms of it's just a open close switch. So she says it's not only quiet. You know, she can't even hear this unit upstairs as opposed to the old one. But when you turn it off, she was wondering why it was still on for a little bit. I explained to her that, you know, in the instructions, it stays on for like, I don't know, 3 seconds or whatever, just to get debris out of the hose and whatnot. But she says the suction on this thing is, she said 10 times better. But so apparently the suction is way better than it used to be on the, I think the other one was a 480. This is a 700 in terms of air watts, whatever that is. And this unit she's extremely happy with. So that's all I got. Pretty simple to do. This didn't take very long at all. And if you have a kit that comes with this, if your situation is different than mine where you could just plug and play stuff, I'm sure it would go even quicker. But we just hooked all this stuff up in, just like in an afternoon. So it came out pretty good, and we're happy with it so far. So anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching.